And we back. It's officially, we recording on the right day. We got the beat on the track. We got Jesse J on the ones and the twos. We finna turn up. It's Tales from the crib. I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. Cause guess what, baby? The Eagles won. The Dolphins won. We having fun. And I'm the chosen one.
And our fans won. Because we're getting the episode on time. Because I almost had to beat up my co-host. But it's all right.
Listen here, man. My morning rituals for Sundays is to find out how to troll Gavin, and I accomplish it every time.
Oh, you're going to get trolled this whole episode. You better strap yourself in.
Listen here.
It's episode 72.
Hey. And we perfect, baby. Like I said, we going all the way.
It's your main host, Chico Grande, a.k.a. Papa O-Block. I got my co-host,
Jesse
a.k.a. Jezebel.
Booyah.
And we going hard.
And we tutoing on this thing. We tutoing on this thing. We tutoing on this thing.
I don't do that. I don't subscribe to that. And I do not support that.
Listen, you subscribe to this like you subscribe to the Sports Illustrated. I seen the titty books in your background.
Whoa. Strike one. You can't say that.
Listen here.
The Melon books.
Listen,
I only got Sports Illustrated for the swimsuit edition, if you know what I mean. But I didn't make the pages sticky like my co-host. You couldn't leave your magazine in the community bathroom because every time you got it back, it was sticky.
Whatever, man. Whatever you say. But like my co-host said, this episode 72, and we not giving it up like the Chiefs gave it up.
They were arguing with themselves.
Just like the Buffalo Bears. Kenny Dorsey.
Buffalo Bears.
Buffalo Bears. Oh, Buffalo Bears. I'm sorry. I forgot, when you drinking that sponsored, non-sponsor, you got the drink that quenches your thirst. You tend to fumble over words.
You already fumbling. You had way too many of our official sponsored, non-sponsored. Oh my God. I just cut my nails off and now I can't open my own lid.
Do you need a man?
Never mind. I am a man. Our official sponsor, non-sponsored, Twisted Tea.
Hey, man. I need y'all to support our channels, man. Like, comment, subscribe to me on Twitter. I haven't been losing any Twitter follows for a week, so we gonna get up.
Follow me at Papa O-Block so you could get about 3 tweets a month. That's all I'm giving you. I don't use Twitter is a wasteland. I don't even know why I have my account, but it's there and I do post random things. So if you want something spicy like 1 to 5 times a month, follow my account. But shout out for our background for not working on the first line, but coming through right on the second one.
I didn't even notice that.
I know. I was like waiting for the leaves to fall, and they were never falling.
If you want to hit the ground, just let me know. I give you a Floyd Mayweather hit. 20
million. Yeah, I'm not going on the ground for 20 million. I need 50. But we got TFTC Music Makes number 3. It's got 241 videos. Should we cut it off at 250? Should we cut it off at 500? Let us know when you want the next.
Run a bag up, baby. Run a bag up. We doing supreme numbers.
606 views. I mean, it's decent, but I want 1K. Our other playlist got over 1K views.
Exactly. You know what?
And y'all lazy bums out there, you need to follow the Instagram, Tales from the Crib 2.0. There's a QR code. Scan it, like it, love it. And see what we're up to. I post my co-host whenever he's struggling on the gym with the 25s on each side. I put when we're at parties. I also put funny memes on there. It's a good time. Tales from the Crib 2.0.
And I'm also posting Gavin in his holy chones.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
You and your chones.
You know what? I'm going to hit you with my chancla because it's times for...
I wish I close my legs fast.
Did you clip yourself?
Like basically.
Were you like a squirrel? You lost a nut?
Oh, who's that? I'm Lance Armstrong.
But we're back on the couch. It's time for some couch announcements. I actually got on Twitch. I played 2K23, my player game 1, and Kyrie did not pass me the ball on time or on target. So if you want to see me lose my mind for 45 minutes on Kyrie is the worst passing point guard in the league, go check it out on Twitch. It'll be up on YouTube in a little bit. It's a fun time.
It's a classic. Please watch it. Anytime Gavin loses, I love it.
I got so mad that I made a new build and I had him join the Knicks just to be spiteful. Just to be spiteful to Kyrie. So that way I could play Brooklyn and go for 50.
I wish the Boston Celtics coach can get off that easy, but he can't make a new build.
We'll get to that later. But speaking of couch announcements, guess what we got? We got crib reactions coming through.
Oh, we almost got 2K subscribers.
Yeah. And actually, I think I took this yesterday. So we're even closer. We're like right up above the edge. So basically at 2K subscribers, crib reactions. Everyone loves reaction videos. They love Real Boston Richie. We got the Redeem team with Michael Jordan in the Olympics, how they did it first, and then we failed. And then this is the Redeem team with Kobe, Dwight Howard, LeBron, Carmelo, Jason Kidd, and all those guys.
We got AB and Young Thug. We got the guy, the BTS. So if you want to know about BTS, if you want to get down with the BTS squad,
I mean, look at that video. I'm pretty sure it's like already that took that yesterday. I'm pretty sure it's almost to 50K.
Exactly. They love us.
I mean, we're selling more records than a lot of your favorite artists.
Exactly.
Your favorite artist ain't doing 50K in 4 days.
Exactly. They giving us access. When will y'all? Or when do I have to put on a glove like OJ?
I'm gonna put my hands on Joe Budden.
Pause.
Cause I'm tired of him talking spicy.
Oh Lord.
But
I'm trying to get in the fight.
Put below, what other podcasts do you watch? Who do you like to watch? And put it below, because we watch all kinds of stuff. We watch Wine and Weed. We watch
Joe Budden podcast. We watch No
I
Jumper.
don't watch Joe Budden's podcast.
What happened to
I watch $1 Million Worth of Game. I watch the JJ Redick podcast.
Wait, why you don't like the Joe Budden podcast?
Joe Rogan.
What did he do now?
Huh?
What did Joe Budden do?
He was himself. That's enough. Him being him is why I don't listen to it. No one cares what Joe Budden says. I lost all respect for him when he was chasing kids in the street and he couldn't catch the car. That's why I don't like Joe Budden. But we got Mandalorian season 3.
Watch it.
We just checked out Andor. Who knows if we'll get to a reaction? No, we're gonna wait till episode 4 drops, and then we'll do an episode 1 through 4 reaction.
We better do it.
We'll do it like every 3-4 episodes.
Listen, if Gavin doesn't do a reaction video to this, and he's been making me watch Star Wars for the past 2 years for nothing, we boxing.
It's not for nothing.
20 million.
It's for your mind.
20 million.
But Coast Contra got 1.2K. A lot of people like lyrical rap. I like to check it out to see what people got. It's not what we normally listen to, as you can tell by our playlist, but we check out Coast Contra on Crib Reactions.
Check it out.
But it's time to get the show started. Time to jump into the news. Time to start the fun. If you're new to this channel, we do the news every week. We cover a bunch of topics, and we make fun of everyone, including ourselves. But we got Kanye saying that Ye finally has the answers.
You ain't got the answers, Sway.
After 9 years.
Exactly. We knew
He had the answers for 9 years.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. Now you don't got the answers, Gavin. You ain't got the answers.
I've been had the answers for 9 years.
You've been telling me 2 + 2 is 6 for the longest.
No, that's your own mental math. I think you took too many hits in football back in the day.
Hey, I mean, you know, when you the water
you
boy,
didn't play
you
football.
got to get the water to the people.
No, I think you played soccer.
That's the real football.
No, it's not. It's not a real sport. No,
whatever, but back on topic. So it looks like what's his name? Sway said back in the day, Kanye, why don't you get your own shoe? Why don't you get your own shoe brand, get your own distributing company, and ship out your shoes? And he was like, that's stupid. But it looks like 5 years later.
You know why he said it was stupid back then?
Because he wanted to get in everybody's business, steal their ideas, so he can actually know what to do.
No, because Kanye was a quote unquote
brokey.
Brand. What do you call it? A promiscuous woman. It starts with a W. He was a brand W.
He was Marilyn Monroe or Kim Kardashian
of brands. Because remember, he was all about Louis Vuitton.
True.
And he made Louis Vuitton shoes. And then he was all about Nike and trying to make like classic silhouettes that looked like almost like old Jordan retros. And then he went to Adidas. So he was all about the brands and even Gap. But I don't know if you're about brands. I wouldn't be choosing Gap.
I mean, it is a stretch. I mean,
it's like almost like partnering with Old Navy.
I never.
Who wants that?
First off, I shop in Old Navy still. I love their t-shirts.
We can tell. Wait, what hoodie are you wearing today?
I picked your mama from Old Navy. How about that?
My mother doesn't shop at Old Navy. Someone was lying to you and took advantage of you and took your manhood.
He was a man.
I told you. I told you. I knew your manhood was taken. You were the one that took the candy in the van. And you're like, I went in the van and all I got was this hoodie.
Listen, all you need to know is I'm the reason why your mama tells the kids don't talk to strangers.
No, stranger danger. You would have got pepper sprayed and maced.
Hey, but don't we have a video for this?
Yeah.
Directly to consumers, something he argued about with radio host Sway back in 2013.
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man.
So Sway, almost 10 years ago,
He almost
said,
bit his head off.
Man, why don't you do it on your own? Was he right?
You know what? I will go ahead and say Sway had the answer.
Shout out my boy Sway.
Shout out Sway. I mean, listen here. Even though Gavin don't listen to Eminem and Shay 45 or Sirius Radio, I support you.
I used to listen to Sway clips on YouTube.
The 5 Fingers of Death, 5 Freestyles of
Yeah,
Death.
like that and other stuff. So I always thought he was good, but it's kind of not that good whenever you're on Sirius XM because then you're limited by your audience. Because I mean,
Do
with
you
everyone having their own music and stuff, they're not gonna listen to that.
Do you think him like leaving Adidas and do you think he would make more money you making his own shoes besides being with Adidas?
I mean, I don't know if I would want like a Kanye original,
What you mean, like one of the original shoes?
like Kanye by Kanye.
Why not? It'd be the same. I mean, what would be the difference between him distributing it? Like you get the same.
It's like getting Shaq shoes. Shaq by Shaq is Walmart shoes.
But he
Yeezy
chose
by
Walmart.
Yeezy is Payless shoes.
But they chose those shoes. Like that's like the penny hard the Stephon Marbury's. They chose them cheap brands.
Yeah.
So I mean, like if he doesn't choose it, and like, I mean,
You expecting to be like Big Baller Brand?
no, I'm expecting it to be the same exact shoes just under him instead of under Adidas.
No, but he can't make those shoes.
I know he make another one
He
with
would
a
have to
picture of him
make- he
holding
would
a
have
bottle
to-
of Henny and holding Amber Rose buttocks in his other hand.
That'd be a weird looking shoe.
That'd be fire.
A statue shoe.
So we all, you already know Kanye West is gonna be the next president, so you might as well start early. Up on the bandwagon.
I'm voting for Harambe.
He's dead.
Hey, I think Harambe got more votes in the last election than Kanye.
I'm voting for Andrew Tate.
I vote. I agree. I concur.
Hey, there you go. Tell some crib, vote for Andrew Tate. Just like we vote for Kanye West. Take a number 2 on Gap and Adidas. Checks over stripes.
Or he could go back to Nike with his tail between his legs, but Nike don't want him
This is
because no one's jumping over to Jumpman. Jordans are still the best shoes around, and if you wear Adidas, you're basically a Trump supporter.
Listen
so.
here. If the cow can jump over the moon, Kanye can jump over the jump man. If the cow, just move on to the next clip, Gavin.
I imagine Kanye rim checking. But
Like
speaking
J.
of
Cole.
unforgivables, we got the unforgivable of all unforgivables. We got the Boston Celtics have decided to suspend Udoka for the entire season for having an improper, intimate, and consensual relationship with a female member of the team's staff. And allegedly, she was the liaison. She was the one that planned the flights, and she was dealing with Nia Long moving to Boston, and she was cheating with the husband.
That's crazy. How you lose twice in the same year?
And the company already knew, but it didn't get out to the media, and she was like still working with her in her face.
That's shiesty. See, there you go. You can't trust these bees, man.
And this B was married to an executive of the team.
I heard he was messing with everybody. I heard like he messed with him, her. It was like 2 other women, and they all were married.
I bet you Derek Fisher was there.
This is probably why Matt Barnes had all of the answers.
Matt Barnes. I don't know how people take Matt Barnes serious after he like drove cross country in a diaper to fight Derek Fisher.
It's because he's living off of the hype of trying to scare Kobe Bryant with the ball. Because every time you talk to him, oh, did you know I tried to psych Kobe Bryant out with the ball?
But it didn't work.
Like, I'm tired of hearing the story. Say something new.
I mean, he didn't even start on the We Believe Warriors. He came off the bench. Steven Jackson started. I mean, I don't know. What is his career high? 9 points a game?
Just like Steven Jackson's carrying the show, I'm carrying the show too.
No. I'm the Steven Jackson. You're the Matt Barnes.
Nah, you more like the Dwight Howard.
No, I'm the Quentin
Dwight.
Richardson. You're the Darius Miles.
More like that
Shout out Knuckleheads
that
podcast.
sus player on the Rams.
No, you definitely Chris Bosh. Mr. Champagne Shower himself.
Mr. Champagne Poppy.
But
Hey,
what do you think about Udoka? Do you think?
I mean, honestly, like listen, if everybody, the fact that everybody, no matter of fact, stop that. She needs to get fired. That lady on ESPN, she needs to get fired. She talked about my dog KP. She cut his segment short.
Kendrick Perkins?
Yes.
No one likes Kendrick Perkins.
Everybody likes KP.
No one likes Boston.
Listen, he talks about Mama Apple Pie.
That's the wrong pie. It was like American Pie. He desecrated it.
But listen, I mean, like, if everybody, I don't understand, like, what made, I think somebody said, I did watch it. They said the only reason this came out was because these doorbell ringers caught these doorbell ringers, these doorbell cameras.
They caught him on Ring.
It's catching everybody. It's catching criminals. It's catching cheaters. It's catching Gavin.
Never caught me. But, they caught him on the Ring camera. The husband, the executive, caught his wife having inappropriate conversations before she walked in the door on the Ring camera.
Whatever happened to just hitting it and quitting it? Y'all over here trying to cuff everything. It don't make no sense. And stop messing with people in the workplace. That's the number one rule.
That's what I mean. Like, he couldn't find no random woman that, like,
Worked at a bar?
Yeah.
Worked at Chick-fil-A? It's beautiful Chick-fil-A girls
and then
everywhere.
the executive's wife, so that, like, even if there's no way they can move past this. And I think what they're actually doing is actually, I mean, I don't know if you consider if he deserves it or not, but what they're doing is they're being mean to Udoka by suspending him and not firing him. Because if they suspend him, then he's still on the team. But if they fire him, he would be someone another team would pick him up the next day.
If you don't want him, then you just let him go.
Yeah, but they're not doing that. They're suspending him.
Are they paying him still?
I don't know about the pay, but I know that they're suspending him, and then with no guarantee that he'll ever come back.
That's see things like this.
He kind of asked for it, but they're messing with him on top of it. But it's probably because it was the VP's wife.
That's true. It is a lot of hate going on, and like Derek Fisher, like Matt Barnes said, this has always been going on in the NBA.
Like Scottie Pippen said, "Why you gotta do me like that, Mike?"
And it has been confirmed.
Oh, check out our Clips channel. We got our first big video on our Clips channel where we break down Larissa Pippen getting freaky with Marcus Jordan.
It's a big video for real. They like it.
It has over 1,000 views. You late.
I'm amazing.
Shout out our Clips channel. It's in the description. We chop up the show. If you can't watch a long podcast and want to check your favorite highlights, check out TFTC Clips. It usually uploads throughout the week of the top segments of the show.
Hey, man, like I said, TFTC podcast, the best in city, the best in the state. We taking over in the nation. Queen Elizabeth gone, but we still here. Is that too far?
Strike. No, I'm kidding. I don't care for Queen Elizabeth. I'm German. I'm not British. She can. No, never mind. I'm gonna.
Hey, but speaking of being German, not British, even Stephen A. Smith is agreeing with the big dog Jesse J.
But you know who's not? Malika Andrews said that he could shove it where the sun don't shine. And guess what? I'm on Team Malika.
She needs to get fired, so along with my co-host.
She could get fired, and then I already got a new co-host lined up. You're gonna go to the voice from the side, and then Malika's gonna sit right here. She's gonna sit right here.
You the TikTok dude now?
I'm gonna tell her, here's where you can sit.
Oh man, go to the next one.
Are you gonna clip it? Is that getting clipped? Shout out TFTC Clips if you're watching this on TFTC Clips.
Oh man, this is gonna be a long one. Hey man, but listen,
that's what she said. We got a clip of Stephen A. See, travel agents, like I told you. And she even planned her move to Boston. So ultimate deception, deceptions on top of deceptions. And let's see what Stephen A.
She's taking pay from your husband and planning your trips at the same time.
Ain't that being done
This
to a
Richard
brother?
Gray is crazy.
Because I got news for you, America. There's plenty of white folks in professional sports that's doing their thing.
What?
And I say that not complimentary. I don't see the information out about them.
Is Stephen A.
Why
turning
we
into
talking
a
about
snitch
this now?
nine?
We got to talk about it because it's the news. Ain't none of our damn business. Unless you fire him. But if you keep them, it's none of our business. It should have never been.
But they're gonna have to
it should
explain
never
why they
been put out
suspended
there
him.
by the Celtics organization. And don't tell me you didn't do it, because you absolutely did it, because news reporters got it. So it emanated out of Boston. Somebody ain't in L.A. or Utah or something leaking this stuff about the Boston Celtics.
Right.
This is on y'all. You shouldn't have been out here. That's what I have to say.
Listen here, like the good old Kobe Bryant said, you a Celtic fan? That must suck.
Yeah. The whole city, the whole state, garbage. Tom Brady's garbage, and the Patriots are garbage.
Didn't they just lose to the Warriors?
Who?
The Celtics?
Yeah. Jason Tatum choked, like we all knew he would. Jaylen Brown is a bum, like we all knew he
They
was.
said Jaylen Brown's going.
Marcus Smart.
They said Jaylen Brown is going with Bernice Burgos now, an old lady.
I could probably cross up Marcus Smart, and I don't even play basketball like
can't
that
cross
anymore.
up Marcus
I cross
Smart.
up Marcus Smart. I cross him up like I cross you up with an in-and-out dribble and hit a 3 in his face. Hit him with the split out 3 times.
The money shot.
I'm taking Marcus Smart off the dribble and making him like it.
That's disturbing. That's some R. Kelly type stuff.
And Al Horford, you're a bum too. I hate your face. I hate your ears. You look like Mr. Potato Head, and your mother doesn't love you.
How you just like Al Horford? He's a GOAT.
No, he's always been a garbage since he was on the Atlanta Hawks. He talks too much trash, and I wish Amari Stoudemire was still in the league so he could still dunk in your face and put his nuts in and around your mouth. But Al Horford, I hope you see this. So that's all I got to say on
And
that.
just like my co-host out here giving hate, the next topic is getting the ultimate hate. Our dog, the best YouTuber, the best broadcaster out there, DJ Akademiks.
I didn't know. I don't agree with this. He's not the best.
Who's better
Because
than
I'm
him?
the best.
Oh my God. Who you, Stephen A. Smith? You Skip Bayless?
No, I'm Shannon Sharp.
Oh my God. What a yak at in the Black and Mild.
Welcome to Club Shay Shay.
This
You're
guy's
Skip
crazy.
Bayless.
Why I gotta? Well, I was
Because
gonna be
you're
the old person.
You're like 7 years older than me.
I'm not. I'm
I mean,
33.
You said 38, almost 39. You're basically 40. You know, it's basically the same age difference that Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless have. So just accept your role and go with it.
Listen, speaking of accepting roles, looks like our dog DJ Akademiks is finally, his slander has gone too far. He's disrespected hip hop royalty, our beloved Reginae, Lil Wayne's daughter.
Didn't she try to stab somebody? Didn't she get like attempted murder? Was that her?
That's NBA YoungBoy baby mama. That's Floyd Mayweather daughter.
Oh,
That's Yaya Mayweather. This is Lil Wayne's baby mama, the one that used to go a YFN Lucci.
she went to Lucci.
She used to date YFN Lucci.
Shout out YFN Lucci.
The one that just like lives off her daddy's career. You know, every time she pops up, she has to remind you like, my daddy's the best rapper alive.
Oh, like didn't she do the what was it, that mic challenge?
Yeah,
And she did it like kind of like one of her dad's videos.
and she purposely did the Jay-Z verse where Jay-Z said that you're the best rapper alive now, Lil Wayne.
I don't know, but well, what's going on with her?
Listen here, so while DJ Akademiks was explaining how you can't be out here trapping and expecting these biatches to be what you want a long call. I'm
Almost gonna have to call us up.
Oh God.
It's
But
not
listen-
even halftime, and you
but
got
listen.
2 fouls.
I'm going with DJ Akademiks. If you go to jail for more than 2 to 3 years, you can't expect your woman to be faithful and stay with you. And that's what Reginae Carter
If
did.
you go to jail for 30 days, you can't even expect.
You go to
nothing.
jail for 2 minutes. I know Greta told me as soon as her dude gets in the handcuffs, he calls her. As soon as she gets a collect call, she's posting on Snapchat she's single that same day. It's a dangerous world out here. This retrograde is crazy.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Shout out Tristan Thompson. He the real GOAT.
I don't support any Canadians.
You don't support anything I've been saying in the past 3 clips.
No, I support only Canadian. I support Steve Nash.
What about Drake?
That's like a halfway.
What about Canadian hockey?
Hockey's in everywhere now.
We only know about Canadian hockey.
No,
and,
I
and
actually,
their bacon. Canadian has amazing bacon. You know,
yeah, they do have good bacon.
you know the Canadian meat?
Not when you say it like that. But what do we? Well, let's go to the next thing before you get in trouble.
What?
So she goes, I
I'm
can't
just trying to
stand. Oh, this is her. Wait, who's defending?
This is Toya Johnson, Reginae's mom, Lil Wayne's first baby mama. She said, I can't stand when men that do B-ish keep my daughter name out your mouth. Cloud chases at an all-time high. Let her live a 23-year-old life, worrying about you and yours. Thanks.
What's funny is like, you know, some people like when they say like, oh, like anyone that talks down on you is a hater, but it's like, or they could be a fact teller. I mean, what if they're saying is true?
Exactly. And then like, let me see, play the video.
You know these chicks be like, yo, they love a hood nigga? Of course they love a hood nigga. To that nigga facing 25 to life. Everything was all good with him until she realized that nigga called a Rico. She don't like thugs no more. Nigga, she got with a nigga, no disrespect to him. Don't try to fight me, bro. Like, I'm not like that. It's cool. She got with a nigga who looked more feminine than her. Like, you feel me? Yo, nigga, she got with a nigga who, like, the opposite of gangster. Like, nigga, she got with a nigga who she could do guessing games. You see, when she was with Wack and Lucy, she was loving the thug shit. Look. Bro, she got with a nigga that been doing question and answers for the last.
No lie, I saw. I'm gonna move this in the middle, but I saw the clip where I think it was this dude has a brother or a best friend.
It's his brother.
Is his relative?
It's his brother. They're R&B group.
And he was talking to Akademiks and saying all this stuff, and he's like, "My brother's way more a man than you," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. He stood up for his brother." And I was like, what do they do though? Why is like Akademiks going so hard on him? And then I clicked their page and I saw the clips on their page and I completely understand why Ak said what he said.
Just because
these guys look like some goofies.
Just because they wear baby oil on their chest like Tank don't mean anything, Gavin. You can't judge everybody.
They sing like the choir did in the medieval times when they used to castrate boys before they hit puberty.
Pause.
So that way they could sing higher. That's how high these guys could sing. That ain't natural.
See, and the funny thing is that he recorded a podcast and a Twitch video today, and he apologized because he called Reginae the B word, and he didn't mean to say that because he wasn't really talking. He wasn't talking.
No, but you know how it is. It's like when you know, calling someone dude, or you know, it's just sometimes how you talk when you get hyped on your chat.
Exactly. He said he was in his bag that episode. He thought he was funny. Besides that one part, he was funny, and I give it to him. And it was just crazy. The mom got at him. The brother of this brother got at him. T.I. even got at him. I seen.
Man, no one listens to T.I. Didn't he commit all kinds of heinous crimes?
T.I.'s done a lot of stuff, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. But I mean,
Didn't he have a trafficking ring charge or something?
He snitched. Don't forget that.
Him and Tiny.
Oh yeah, that stuff.
I mean, he has no room to talk about anything.
I mean, you know, but T.I. wasn't disrespectful with it. He just said he wanted to talk to her because Reginae is hip hop royalty, and you can't do it to her.
Just because you're someone's child don't mean that you're anything.
Exactly.
We learned that with Michael Jordan's son. He wasn't anything until he got in Larissa Pippen.
Exactly.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
And exactly, like DJ Akademiks said, there's tons of celebrity kids that's out here that we don't talk about because they don't make themselves known. She makes herself known every day, so we should be able to talk about her. She's a public figure.
Yeah, she's a public figure.
So public figures get talked about. I mean, like he gets talked about. It's fair game. She gets talked about.
I mean she's out here trying to act like Chet Hanks, and then gets mad when people talk about her. That's like Chet Hanks getting mad at people talking about him. Do you see how you sound?
It's crazy.
You remember the Chet Hanks? That was like our beginning episode.
My middle brother sent a video saying, the dad Hanks was like the best actor. He's like, oh, he's the best actor alive. And I was like, no, he's not. You know who's the best actor alive? And I was like, Chet Hanks. He's like, who is him? And I sent him a clip doing his Jamaican accent.
He's the best rapper alive.
Let me see if I got it.
No. We don't need to listen to Chet Hanks. But I mean, I just think if you're in the public eye, you really can't hate on people talking about you. And I even see this from NBA players. I was watching Jason Tatum interview because I just or was it Jason Tatum? No, it was a Ben Simmons, Mr. I Can't Shoot.
He was like, like this guy who does the Woody voice. I say his son's the GOAT. He's like, who was his son? I sent him
Oh my god! I hope he doesn't watch that at work. He might piss himself.
Who's the bum clock?
But yeah, I mean, I don't think anything of this. And DJ Akademiks talks spicy on the internet. Basically, that's his job. So I mean, to expect anything less from him is.
I mean, and everybody's getting on him. The old people getting on him.
Oh, LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. I mean,
But I mean, what he said was true. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the OGs in the game, they ain't doing good. That financially, if they're still alive, and a lot of them didn't make it because of drugs and things like that. But he wasn't wrong in saying what he said.
And then the funny thing was, like, all the old people, like LL Cool J said something, then Russell Simmons said something, then Michael Rappaport said something, then some old person like Chuck D from like Run's House done said something. Like all these old people said something about DJ Akademiks, and y'all didn't even listen to it. Like how y'all make?
Wait, was Chuck D Public Enemy?
Chuck D was not.
Who was Public Enemy? What was their main singer name? Not who's the clock guy?
First off, why you know about Public Enemy?
I used to listen to Public Enemy, excuse me. With Flavor Flav and
there you go.
But
You just said-
no, he was the hype man. What was the main guy's
I
name?
don't listen to Public Enemy, Gavin. That's what I'm surprised you listen to Public
It's
Enemy.
skateboard music.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of skaters listen to Public Enemy.
Yeah, listen to the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hey, you sound like our other guy down here, Mr. Edwards. You better watch out before you get. You're gonna get fined just like him.
Hey man, but speaking of find.
Speaking of not
Fine.
fair,
Not fair. Looks like the NYPD is cracking down on the Rolling Out Loud people, and like again, I think for the past like 5 years now, they've been blackballing artists and start not letting drill rappers perform here. And once again, it continues. Looks like Ron Shonhan, Sheik East, and 22 G's can't perform. I thought 22 G's was in jail.
what was the first name?
Ron Sohan,
Okay.
Sono. How do you say his name?
I would say Suno, but I thought
But
you
yeah, I
said
mean,
Ron
like,
Swan.
I mean, Ron is good. I listen to his music. He's funny. 22 G's.
Sucks.
You don't like him, but I mean, if it was funny because I thought he was signed with Sniper Gang.
You know why they didn't let them play their music?
Why?
I could tell you exact reason.
Why?
They watched Bubba 1000 or Bubba whatever. What's his name?
Bubba 100, 1000, 1 or 2.
Bubba 1000. They watched his videos, and these dudes are getting fights in cars. They're like, what if we have a whole group of them at a show? It's gonna be the ultimate fight. So Bubba, it's your fault.
Whoa.
It's your fault, Bubba.
Oh,
You get all the drill rappers banned, and it's your fault.
Hope he comments on this and say it's your fault.
50 Foreign should have left you in the trunk.
Whoa. But I mean, like, it's messed up. You gotta like, I mean, like, it's just music. Like, you can't, just because people get hyped off anything. Like, you could play Nuck If You Buck, got people hyped.
Well, I think-
All Waka Flocka songs got people hyped. Well, I mean, you can even, what's a soft R&B song? No.
No. But
the
I'm
Little
saying,
Baby
like,
song. You play that Little Baby song in the club, everybody get hyped. The Little Baby freestyle.
I think that what they're worried about is like a Mo 3 situation. They don't want people to run into their ops at a festival and then they get into an altercation and someone could get sued, because I forget where Mo 3 got lost his life, but what festival that was, but the family sued the festival for not providing.
Oh, that's Draco the Ruler.
Was that? Yeah, I'm
California?
sorry. Yeah, not Mo 3, Draco the Ruler. Yeah, his family was suing the event.
I can picture it right now. Everybody's like, it was Draco the Ruler. And then I said it for like 5 seconds.
I forgot.
But I mean, I understand.
Man,
you don't want your ops to be at that place, but at the same time, it's like, dang, you just want to make music. It's not our fault that you just making music about your life, and it just happened to be
but that's
drill
the
music.
thing, though, is like festivals, that they're worried about the safety of everyone. They will almost have to pick a side or pick no side. And that's what happened here. They didn't want to pick a side, so they didn't let anyone perform.
Oh, really? So you say this about that, but what if they didn't protect Lil B when he got beat up by PNB Rock? R.I.P.
Lil B?
Remember when Lil B got jumped at the concert?
No, the only person I remember getting beat up was Rich the Kid, when Lil Uzi beat him up and he was wearing peak sweatpants, and Rich the Kid was so scared that he jumped out of a drive-through window to get away from Lil Uzi.
What's the R&B singer that say running up on everybody?
Tory
Gus.
Lanez?
No, Russ.
Tory Lanez beating up everybody.
Tory Lanez gives everybody the beats. He don't care who it is. Last episode, he gave it to
It's
August
like a little
Alsina.
gremlin. He was wearing his demon hat, and then he goes slaps August Alsina.
Hit on the Black Air Forces. I saw it.
That picture was weird. It looked like he was dead. Like when he was like knocked out in the corner of the
Remember
elevator.
Russ? Remember Russ, the R&B singer? That he's the
ponytail dude?
The ponytail dude. They talked about Fredo.
Fredo Banks?
No, he talked about Chief Keef Fredo.
Not Russ. I don't remember.
You remember we
that.
talked about Russ? And he said Russ, people should put the lean down and stop doing drugs.
Oh, yeah. I think he said that, but I think Fredo Santana had passed by that time.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said it once Fredo Santana passed. That's when he said it, and everybody got mad at him.
I mean, he's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. If someone overdosed off a drug and you say, watch out for that drug, there's nothing wrong with that.
Listen, getting the beats.
Huh?
Everybody getting beat up like Trey Songz.
Didn't Russ people like beat up Smoke Perp?
They beat up Smoke Perp. They ran on Guap Dab 3000, 4000. Who else they get? They ran down on Adam 22.
So Russ's people like runs down on like C to D list celebrities. When did they go on Adam 22?
They caught him he was getting his nails did. After he finished his nails done, they ran up on him.
Did they fight him?
They tried to. He got away.
He ran off?
Yeah.
He's like Charlemagne whenever they try to jump him.
Yeah, I give him that.
You remember Charlemagne? He was like, whoa. He was dodging people like he was a linebacker or something.
Boy.
That was hilarious. But let's go ahead and move
Speaking
on.
of dodging,
No, there was no dodging here.
Ain't no dodging. DaBaby is catching all the L's. All the L's.
Who put this photo? Why is his foot on her head?
Put a foot on him. Put a foot on him. That's what you got to do. And listen, I remember one time I had a little bad one.
And you put a foot on her?
I wanted to so bad, but
you
my foot
palmed her face with your foot.
I kept thinking about how you kept saying how bad my feet look. And I was like, I can't do that to her.
She might think she entered a horror movie. She thought what's his name? Freddy Krueger.
My feet don't look that bad.
He needs surgery.
Nah, but speaking of surgery, man.
I thought my grandma that lived to her 90s had bad feet. My co-host takes the cake.
I got you.
No, you got LeBron feet where like one toe grows over the other. But shout out DaBaby. No, don't shout out DaBaby. He sucks. But it's kind of funny that he's throwing in his 2 cents now. But it looks like everyone has no problem talking trash to Partisan Fontaine, which is Megan's boyfriend. It looks like everyone's doing it, and I even think
my co-host even got some of Megan Thee Stallion.
No,
I really
didn't.
think it.
Mm-mm.
I seen him in Houston.
No.
He was with Sauce Walker. Ooh.
Is that what you say when you see Sauce Walker?
Pause. Nah, but it's funny because everybody's saying this is like the baby was so desperate, like he had nothing to talk about, he had to just say this, and it's just like so funny how she's just giving it up to anybody that's under 5'5". And I wish if Mia Gabby was under 5'5", I'm pretty sure we would have conquered that like Napoleon did too.
We would have had to send our buddy 6 pound 7 ounce baby Jesus.
Oh, you know,
for that mission. He would have climbed that tree.
We should call him right now and be like, hey, so how you feel about, you've got the best chance out of all of us. Take one for the team.
We're gonna have to get him in shape.
Yeah, he is. Roly poly.
I don't disrespect.
Nah, but listen, but like he said, I mean, we're not gonna like DaBaby said before Meg got popped.
Watch your words.
Before Meg got shot, he was already tapping that and that.
He basically said that she got shot twice.
Hey, she took the bullet and the money shot in the same night, in the same 24 hours. I think that's a hat trick.
I don't know. We've been playing too much GTA or what? Something's wrong with you.
I'm just saying. But it is what it is. I mean, this hot girl summer looking real like short boy shawty.
Oh my god. I wonder if people even remember that.
You gotta remember it. But
That was like one of the first viral videos on YouTube.
but that's funny. Like she's like 6'7", and the baby's like 5 foot even, and he climbing that mountain.
No, but it's funny. I saw that she went on stage and she was like, "I do what I want with my body because it's my body, and I'm gonna do what I want." And I was like, "What does her boyfriend think?" She's like, "I'm gonna do with whatever, with who I want when I want." And I'm like, "How does Partisan feel about that?"
Exactly. Imagine that. You Partisan Fontaine, you over here picking this big girl up, this 6'7" Megatron. It's like 5 people to make this one big B. 5 people. And you over here picking up, flexing your muscles, and you find out that, oh, not just one person under 5 feet got it. 6 people under 5 foot. DaBaby got her. Who else got her? DaBaby got her. Tory Lanez got her. Lil Uzi got her. Lil Wayne got her. All the littles. If you got a little in your name, I'm pretty sure you got some Megan Thee Stallion.
What was that one? I forget. Well, she was in New Year's. She was with that other dude. He's like Russ, kinda. He's like I don't know if he's like white or Hispanic dude. He's a rapper.
Nav?
No. That's not white or
He's
Hispanic.
short.
No, I don't know if this dude's short. What?
Cap G?
Cap G.
You said it was short.
No, I didn't say he's short. I said he was white or he was Mexican.
That's
He was. I don't think he was.
Mac
that short.
Miller?
No, he was the guy that kind of looks like Andrew Schultz, but he's a rapper.
G-Eazy.
G-Eazy, thank you.
Oh my God, if she gave the Punani to G-Eazy.
She did. Remember, there was that one New Year's video where she was in his bed New Year's night. That happened a while ago.
Man, when we get famous, I'm slaying them all. Nia Long, Trina, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, Gucci Man. I mean he's white.
Whoa. You said you was ready for Woptober.
Why is coming up so fast?
You said you wanted a Whopper with the chopper. With extra cheese on it.
Impossible Burger from Burger King. And that's real meat.
Man, that's nasty.
I swear nobody got a better funny podcast. Hey, I swear we getting better.
But we're gonna move on before we get canceled.
But speaking of getting better, we in our bag like this, like the GOAT, Wack 100 in his bag.
No, he was out of his bag. He was laying in the nude and letting the fan air dry his butthole. And how you got this on film, I don't know. I had to cover it with the logo. But chick exposed Wack 100 talking trash on Clubhouse with his buns out.
Listen, man, crack is whack. But this is funny. How you cheat? When you cheating, because supposedly he was in a hotel cheating. When you're out here messing with your sides, you're not supposed to be chilling with them. I don't understand. What part of the game is this? You got Boston Richie talking about you need to get these girls' hair and nails paid for all the time. You got the Ime Udoka out here over caking with girls, getting caught on camera. And you got Wack 100 getting caught. When will y'all learn?
I don't know how you got this clip so quick. You must have been scouring Reddit or something.
I mean, besides this and a Marion clip, that's all I was waiting for.
Listen, play the video.
I want you to answer this question. Did you not call my phone humbly and peacefully? I know it was you.
Humbly and peacefully with my buns out.
I said, who the fuck is this? You say it's posted. I said, different name come.
Disturbing.
Oh, look. You rubbing your head on it.
Listen here, man. Whoa, pause. This ain't no. You did say Gucci's was getting licked today.
Never said that.
I thought you said that. You need to talk about Gucci's? Was that before?
You were talking about Gucci, man, and now you're talking about the real Gucci.
I'm just going down a downward spiral. I feel like Ime Udoka.
You keep changing his name.
Listen here. When you cheat on Nia Long,
it's Ime Udoka.
And when you cheat on
you keep before you know it, you're gonna be calling him Amon Shumpert by the end of the podcast.
I might.
Jesus, it's too much of our official sponsor, non-sponsor, Twisted Tea.
But no, I mean honestly, I can really see me getting caught in this situation. Do you think when we get this famous that a side girl's gonna catch me on the phone on Clubhouse
No, it'll be me, and then I'll post it
Oh, you
because I don't knock when I open doors, and sometimes I see things I'm not supposed to see,
He's a real Chewbacca.
and I just take a photo, and then anytime you want to talk back,
Whoa,
I'm
pause,
like,
pause. Wait. You talk about you taking the picture
yeah,
of who?
you,
Wow, you take it.
so I could expose you or extort you.
He's a real TMZ. I'm not gonna cap. No cap.
That's what I said. I don't always knock on doors, so sometimes I see things I'm not supposed to see, and I'm just gonna and then walk away, and then I'm gonna count my money.
That's crazy. But listen here, I mean, like this, you getting too comfortable with your little side bees. Listen here, you're
See,
young.
the problem is that they got side B's.
That ain't never the problem. You never got too many side bees. We on that Muslim type stuff over here. We need 10.
I'm pretty sure that's another strike. Can't talk about religion like that.
Misogyny.
You can't call them little muzzies.
Little Aladdins.
Oh my God. You're just going for gold this episode. No, not at all.
I'm just playing.
But Wack 100, it's funny that he always covers everyone else getting caught slipping, and this time he got caught slipping himself. And I don't know what's worse than this. I mean, you can pretty much see the whole rear view.
You know what I want to understand? Like, why? Like, Wack 100's been out for a long, like, he's been with the game, working with the game for a long time, and I've never heard his name brought up so much until this year. Every time something turns around, Wack 100 on it.
He's really been on the scene the last like 3 years.
I give him that.
Like,
Like,
but before that, you didn't hear anything about
like
him at all.
he's more like you would hear about, like, you would see him. No, right now I would say in the past
More
3
than the
years,
game.
he's more famous in the game.
Yeah.
And like the last thing you remember about the game was him getting stinky pinky in the club. I mean, in the park. Too early.
I don't pay attention to the game like that. If you're jealous of what the game chose some lucky girl over you, then that you didn't get to end up in the park. I'm sorry to hear that.
Listen here, man. Don't worry about it. We gonna bring the choppers out like my dog Designer should have did when he disrespected EST Gee.
Designer calls out EST Gee for trying to charge him $75K for a feature. EST Gee is not worth $75K for a feature. I'm thinking at the most
16.
like 10, 15.
Stop playing my dog.
That means he doesn't like him. That's basically what that means.
He on his third album, third or fourth album. What are you talking about?
If you giving Designer, that means he didn't want to do the song. That means like for him to do a song with Designer, that he was gonna have to get overpaid to do the song because that's how much he didn't want to do the song.
I mean, I understand. Like he probably honestly charges like 20K, but he probably like I'm a triple it because it's Designer. He fell off, but at the same time, like
he doesn't want to hear about Panda.
That's true. Because I also heard T-Pain tell a story how he wanted to do a song with Erica Banks, and she was like, "No, I don't do a song with you. You too old." But I mean, like,
too old.
People still make hits. I mean, T-Pain made a hit with Kalani, so I mean, it's possible. So you should give all these old people a try.
I gave my co-host a shot. He's doing all right.
How you do this so fast?
That's what she said.
Artists try to charge me $75,000 EST Gee, bro. Yo, you're garbage. You is hot garbage. You can't perform like me. You can't never make a song like anybody in New York City. You're trash, bro. You're trash.
Hot garbage.
That's what I'm doing right now. Shitty. You feel me? Stop playing with me. For real, for real. Y'all niggas ain't never saw what I saw. That's on my mother. Y'all niggas still trap your little gold records. Kick all them chains on your neck, boy. For real. Cause you a slave to the game.
So just
what did
because
he
you
say?
make one,
You're a slave to a page in my rhyme book.
You like Nas?
No,
How you know that song?
because it was in a video game, and I used to be like, I hate that they have this song in the game.
It wasn't in like NBA 2K or something like that.
I don't know. It was probably an old Tony Hawk.
So the fact that Designer made Panda, he feels like he can disrespect everybody, basically.
Yeah,
I mean,
because Panda was
like
that's like what's his face?
certified diamond.
Fetty Wap has like 5 songs that went like diamond. So I mean, anyone I mean, you could say he fell off now because he's not moving records like he did back then. But like most rappers will never do a song like Fetty Wap did, or Designer. I mean, those are songs that are
Certified classics.
yeah.
True that. But then the funny thing is, you can't talk this hard, then turn around and give an apology. Because he later on gave an apology to EST Gee saying, oh, it's not like that. We want to keep it just music. Like, you talking heavy. You saying I'm not good. And now you want to cop the pleas? What, really? Did he get Vanilla Ice? Did somebody hang him over the balcony?
Sounds like Quando Rondo trying to cop a plea. He's dropping his flag and he's screaming, "No!"
You're a phony. You're a phony.
But I mean, I wouldn't mess with EST Gee. He looks like he's a middle linebacker, and Designer looks like he eats like $50 worth of groceries for a whole month.
Okay, so let's say this: you got one choice, Designer or EST Gee. Who gonna be in your album? Which one?
G.
Okay, how much you paying them? You got $75K. How much you giving EST Gee?
15 because he likes me.
Hey man, I mean it is what it is. I say like EST Gee doing all the songs that he did, and like he's kind of hot. He's hot. No homo pause. Like I say, his action price.
Did you raise Anthony Edwards?
His action price should be no more than $25K.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. 30 if he doesn't like you, but 75K, he hates you. He hates your life.
He
and
doesn't
he
want you
hates
to do
that
the
you were
song.
born. He does not want to do the song.
He gonna pull a Future and Megan Thee Stallion. He ain't even finna promote it.
I heard that's what somebody, I think Jay-Z said that. Like, he was like, I was at a time in my life where I didn't want to do any features, so I made my feature price like $2 million. And then some people would do it, and I'm like, I'll do anything for that, you know. You got to do that sometimes.
I mean, pretty much it is what it is. But hopefully, you know, somebody saves the Designer for making him mistake again.
And let's, you know, go ahead and jump into someone that you heavily influenced, Anthony Edwards.
What?
As you can tell by my co-host's language this episode, it looks like my boy Anthony Edwards was a daily listener and probably follows my co-host on Twitter the way that he talks. So we got a clip of Anthony Edwards using profanity. He got fined $40K. You cost this man $40K. You owe this man $40K. Anthony Edwards, DM me on Tales from the Crib 2-0. I will slap my co-host for $5K. And we'll do a video. Video will be free.
You just want to put it on my reaction page.
It's going on reactions. But did you see this clip yet?
Nah, what happened?
Let's watch.
Look at these queer ass niggas, man. Look what the world done came to, bro.
Is
He
that a
said
thong? Is he wearing a thong for an undershirt?
It looks like it's a woman's
He's
sports
not even
bra.
wearing a shirt. His thong is smaller than that. He's wearing a G-string.
It's not. It looks
He's
like
wearing a
they're
G-string
women.
and a T-shirt.
They're wearing women's sports bras, but they're dudes.
It's like 5 of them. It's like the Power Rangers. You got one wearing no shirt, one wearing a thong.
And
one
you
wearing
wanted to be in the middle of that huddle.
I bet the cookie and that cream.
I might have to leave. This might be a short episode. This episode.
Nah, let me stop playing.
I do not support
But hey,
that.
man, for real, like honestly, you gotta watch out what you're saying because they not playing nowadays. It's like South Park. Like the PC police is out here.
How does South Park not get canceled? They say stuff way worse than all these people.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they get tons of stop letters, but I mean, you can't stop them as soon as like them and the Simpsons. Like, if anything happened in the world, they did it first.
They say fictional characters, you can't sue us, even though they're based on real people. That's what they even say in their title. Fictional characters might be based on real people.
That's crazy. It's like, I mean, the fact that how do you get fined on your off day? It's not even NBA season and you get fined.
He got fined a new car.
40
40K.
bands.
You could get a decent car for 40K.
You know what we can do with this podcast for 40K? Comment below and you'll find out. Hey. Yeah, I can't. Take that. But honestly, like, hopefully the Timberwolves do good this year, and we don't got to worry about this. And hopefully they don't.
The T-Wolves are garbage. Because we
What-
got new news.
What if the LGBT community comes down and shuts down the Timberwolves, and then all you see is Big Cat come out saying, "What are you talking about? We don't like the LGBT community. We picked up Rudy Gobert."
Oh my God. Poor little Rudy. He thought because he dyed his hair blonde that he was
Little Rudy Tootie.
little Rudy Tootie. Like Shaq says, he's garbage. And he shouldn't get paid at all what he gets paid. But, that's just typical Timberwolves.
That's probably why Patrick Beverly left so soon. He's like, I knew it.
We found out that DJ Akademiks was used to be with the Big Cat's girl. He was with the Jordan Woods.
That was crazy. He said he was with her before the BBL on his teeth.
She said that before she fixed her teeth. And he was so ashamed he used to not tell nobody. But he said once she fixed herself, he said he told everybody.
Man. Hey, man, comment below. Name one time when you was messing with a girl that was unthinkable and shit done glowed up on you, and now you claiming her. I remember it happened a couple times.
Yeah, but it's a little different if you were with a girl before she had gastric bypass than after.
True that. This Hollywood stuff is crazy. But, hopefully the Timberwolves do something. Big Cat actually does something and actually becomes a big man. And actually, no, Big Cat actually realizes that he's a big man.
Wait. What?
Hopefully Big Cat believes that he's a big cat and stop playing like a little man.
Like a little cat?
Like AD.
Poor little AD. His legs are so brittle they might start making little tink tink.
Little street clothes AD.
You remember Cat Williams? Poor little tink tink. That's what they need to do to Anthony Davis.
Speaking of poor little tink tink, poor little president. Looks like our president, Sleepy Joe, is saying he ready to buy an assault rifles. But you know what TFTC says? No.
We're going to have to pry him from our cold, dead hands before we get him
Exactly, because we already know the zombie apocalypse is coming, and you can't knock down 10 zombies with a 9mm pistol. It's impossible. You're not John Wick.
I need my 50 clip.
Give me the switches. We need the switches. R.I.P. BFG stretch. Strap.
I wasn't going to bring that up. And shame on you.
It is what it is.
But Sleepy Joe, he's trying to do something again. He's trying to do anything to save himself in the public image. This is just another stunt and plea to try to save himself. And he's not banning nothing. If anything, Texas already is hating what's going on. We might as well just secede from the nation. We were our own nation before the United States, and we're going to be our own nation after. Because it looks like the United States is failing.
We should detach and float away like Hawaii did.
Yep, and then we could make Matthew McConaughey our president.
No, Zac Efron's brother. Zac Efron's brother.
No. We'll have Matthew McConaughey be the president and Vince Young be the vice president. Let's go, Texas.
Should that be Ricky Williams?
Ricky Williams still banned. But I don't really care about Joe Biden. This isn't going to gain any tractions because if there's nothing that Americans love, we love our guns more than anything. So they're not going to take them from us because they don't want that beef.
I remember it was like this. They said it was this basketball player that's like going around trying to like saying, "Oh, we should ban guns. We should ban guns."
Was it Jordan Crawford?
And it was a white basketball player.
Was it Gilbert Arenas?
No. It was Joe Burrow for the Cincinnati Bengals, the quarterback.
Oh,
he's using his power to say, "Oh, we should stop using guns," and
you know what he should use his power for? A better offensive line, so he's not getting sacked 7 times a game. But shout out to T.J. Watt for beating up so much that he actually tore his own pectoral. But TJ, we hope you get better and get back on the field because Trubisky sucks and we need help.
And speaking of needing help, our next topic needs help. It looks like Adam Levine
is a meme.
Out here allegedly DMing for cheating scandals sparks new memes.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of memes. Comment below if you've seen him.
So who is Adam Levine? Do you know who he is?
He's the
Is he Zach Levine's brother from the?
No,
from
man.
the Bulls?
He's like on that America's Got Talent.
Oh.
He was God dang, you're making me have a
brain fart.
Yeah.
Are you flabbergasted?
No, he was in a popular. Was it Maroon 5? Is that what band he's on? Comment below. Yeah, he's on Maroon 5.
Oh, makes sense. Maroon 5 was big. You can't
Maroon
beat them.
5 is huge.
Yeah. Pause.
They're almost as big as BTS.
Almost bigger than BBC.
And that's 3 strikes, you're out. But yeah, I saw everyone making memes because like the way he texts, because he was like, "Holy crap, your body is sick." Like that's what he literally DM'd that girl. So people would took those bubbles and put them under like funny pictures of them. I saw Andrew Schultz had a picture where he was like looking all goofy with his shirt off, and he had a fake thing like Adam Levine DM'd him.
All right, then I seen he DM'd some girl saying, "I'm gonna name my child after you," and then the wife, and then like the lady like confirmed, like, "Oh yeah, he tried to name
that's
the
what we
child."
talked about.
See, you gotta
we covered
DM.
that.
You gotta DM better when you rich like Adam. You Maroon 5. Why are you trying to stop DM? See, when you DMing 19, 20-year-olds who don't listen to your music, this is what happens.
Yep.
You end up doing such stuff. You're putting memes of yourself with no shirt on, putting baby on your body. Who do you think you is?
Tyrese Gibson.
You ain't Aaron Rodgers. You ain't Mr. Discount Double Check.
Hey, he discount double checked today. Shout out for him for beating the ultimate cheater, Tom Bartholomew Brady.
Listen here, man. This topic has nothing on our next topic. The way Gavin had to break this math down because the math wasn't mathing was astonishing.
So basically, it says I'm pregnant with my own son's baby, and it's not incest.
That's crazy. And Gavin was like, well, imagine the baby's born and the mom is the grandma, but also the mom.
Yeah, she's the mom and grandma, but technically not really, but really.
That's
So
disturbing.
it's weird because her son has a wife that couldn't have any more kids. She had, I think, a hysterectomy after the second child because of complications. And so they basically needed a surrogate. And his own mother stepped up. They didn't get a random. They got the mother to step up. So the mama is going to carry the son's sperm and his wife's egg in herself and give birth to her own grandchild.
And the thing,
But it won't be her child. It'll be her grandchild. That is crazy to give birth to your own grandchild. So technically you're the mother, but not really. You're the mother, grandmother.
so does he watch? I just want to know, is he going to watch the birth happen? Or is he going to know?
That's nasty. And shame on you for wondering about
I
that.
learned from the Kardashians. What can I say?
You taking the, what's the mama?
Kris Jenner?
Taking the Kris Jenner route.
No, I'm not. I'm taking the
You watching your own child's
I'm
tapes.
taking the father's approach.
You chopping your piece off?
I'm going on a Wheaties box. Oh my God.
I mean, I know life was tough, but I didn't think you're going to go all Bruce Jenner on us.
Oh God.
Chop. Judo chop. Hey, wait, where's it? We got some scissors over here.
Pause. You not.
We can hook you up. TFTC special. Take a little off the top.
I don't need that. I don't need that Groupon.
We'll give you the Omarion special.
Listen, yeah, man. This is just like even I understand like your wife can't have kids, but this is still nasty. Like,
Well, the thing is that I think they already had 2 kids. So if your wife lost her ability to have kids and you already had 2, I mean, just call it quits. You have 2 kids, unless it's like they didn't get what they wanted. If they wanted a boy and didn't get a boy, or if they wanted a girl and didn't have a girl yet, I mean, I guess that's the only reason that they're doing this.
you could have went to a random Home Depot and picked up somebody from the gas station to have your baby.
You don't want that body to raise your baby. It's been nothing but full of big gulps and gas station food.
Gas station pills. That's
But this is nasty. I don't know. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it because it's like crazy that the mom's stepping up, but it's kind of nasty that technically his sperm was inside his mother. Technically,
you might as well just go inside. You might as well die face first.
better calm down, Mr. Ushkash Gushwash.
Listen, yeah, man, this is nasty. Like, what if that like I can't.
You want to
like, what do you-
slide in like Trey Songz, or I'm gonna dive in.
Like, what did the father say about this? Like, Like, do you come to the father, hey dad, like my wife,
I gotta get mom pregnant.
and your dad said, okay, cool, son. Like father, like son. Hearing that Barry Man, Lil Wayne type stuff.
No comment. But we're gonna move on from this before
I bet Gavin joined the mafia.
Before I lose my lunch.
Nah, but speaking of losing lunch, ESPN, Brent Favre needs to lose their license. Just like every white man in America, another one does it again. Brent Favre is stealing from the poor and giving to his daughter.
He's turned water into wine. He's basically Jesus. So let's go. It says, are you going to ever talk about Brett Favre like you talked about Michael Vick? So Brett Favre took from the rich and gave to the poor, like Jesus. And then you got Michael Vick, who abused dogs, which is basically a full-fledged demon in human flesh. So
I forgot who we got on. I forgot I got you on the side of me. You
can't disrespect dogs.
They dogs.
No. Dogs are our best friend. We could betray everything else and eat everything else, but not dogs.
So you never take your mellow to Africa?
They don't eat dogs over there.
Yes, they do.
Well, then we're about to blow New Jersey up. But
hey man, but see the middle one. The middle one was never supposed to be there. I added it to it.
Oh, he just took $5 million from the poor. It actually turned out to be $1 million, and he repaid it. But now they're trying to be little jerk offs and charge him the interest for him having the money for a certain amount of time. But all he was trying to do was help women's sports. Who's trying to help women's sports in this world? Nobody. You know who did also try to help women's sports? Kobe, a legend. So Brett Favre has the mama mentality and was trying to help women. So any disrespect to Brett Favre will not be tolerated in any way, shape, or form on this channel. He was the GOAT. He was my favorite player from elementary school all the way to college. I used to buy his child books at the Scholastic Book Fair and get his poster. He's the GOAT.
He wears Wrangler jeans.
GOAT status. Copper fit GOAT. Mountain Dew GOAT.
He doesn't have more rings than Tom Brady.
He didn't cheat. He tried to throw hard passes. That's why he got so many interceptions. He was trying to throw real hard passes. He didn't dink and dunk like a little bee and only throw 7-yard passes. Tom Brady has the arm of, Tim Tebow, which basically was like a baby arm.
So basically, to reel this on in, Brent Favre, so you got me thinking, see, all these cheaters. You got, Brent Favre.
Ime.
Brent Favre is out here. Supposedly, he texts the mayor of Mississippi saying, we got to do something about this. We got to do something about this. We got to get some money for this. We got to give my old school a new gymnasium. Just so happened his daughter went to the school. They played at they had the gymnasium. I guess it wasn't up to par. He stole from Mississippi. Supposedly, Mississippi's like is poorer than dirt. I didn't even know Mississippi was that bad. But they're poorer than dirt. They have funds supposed to be allocated to the city, and once Brent Favre heard about this, he needed a piece of that pie.
Oh, but he's forgiven. He didn't get charged, and
it doesn't make sense. Just because you steal to the poor and give it to another poor,
he didn't know what was going on. If he knew what was going on, he would have been charged.
And
just because a couple texts was because he was worrying about other people getting in trouble. So he's like, am I going to get in trouble too? I think that's what those texts are really about. He wasn't admitting anything. And if they bring him on court, just plead the fifth, Brett Favre. I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
I just need to have a daughter because it seems like you get away with crimes when you have daughters.
I mean, he's supporting women's sports. Are you really going to hate on a man for supporting women's sports?
True that. I'm not trying to be like Andrew Tate.
He's the opposite of Andrew Tate. You took Andrew Tate off the internet. You're going to leave Brett Favre.
God, like my co-host said, God turned water into wine, and women's sports needed Brett Favre, so he made it happen.
Yep. He took money and turned it into a women's gymnasium. But let's go ahead and move on from Brett Favre because we got nothing for love for Brett Favre. To me, he's the greatest quarterback that ever played the game. Better than anyone else. The most entertaining quarterback. If you also want to watch a super interesting game, Brett Favre also watched the game where his dad...
Falcons?
No, when Brett Favre was still on the Packers, his dad had died, and it was Father's Day, and he had the best game of his life right after his dad had died. Check out that game. It's an
Was it in the
emotional
snow?
roller coaster. No, it wasn't in the snow. It's one of the most touching games I've ever seen in my life. So shout out Brett Favre.
We got to watch that game later on. But speaking of watching, we also got to watch you guys, because it looks like Future out here making bands. Future sold his publishing catalog in an 8-figure deal that includes several #1 songs, albums spanning from 2004, from when my co-host finally started developing the brain, to 2020, as a recording artist. Billboard estimates Future's publishing category went from 65 to 75 million.
I wouldn't do this. This sounds like a quick check where you're not thinking about the long game so much.
But I mean, if you've been in the game from 2000, that's 16 years. So for 16 years, they willing to buy your old songs. You gonna make new ones.
Yeah, but I would almost like pass those down. Like pass them down to my kids, or kids could own certain rights of my time period in my own catalog, because those music will go on forever.
True.
Future's made music that's gonna last. He's not like a bunch of these other rappers that have forgettable songs.
Listen, if
I mean, he's been around for almost every era that rap's been super popular.
listen, if you getting $75 million, and let's say, I don't know how, I'm not counting pockets. Let's say he got like, let's say worst
I mean,
case
he
scenario.
made the birds take a bath and they come out clean.
Snap. True that. You get, and listen, if I give my kid $10 million and you blow through $10 million, you don't deserve it.
I saw Bruce Springsteen sold his catalog for like $300 million.
Did you tell me about Amber Rose? No.
She don't have no catalog.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, she the dude that owned the rights to her song, her manager sold the catalog for like $400 million.
Now that's real. That's crazy. Don't we have a video for this?
Oh yeah.
Future is not selling his masters. He's selling his publishing catalog. Now let me explain what that is. If you write on a song, you get published.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna help hook you up here. I'm gonna turn the volume up.
Song, you get publishing. Everybody in this game is selling their catalog. I'm gonna show you two people who sold their catalog. Oh, here we go. Irv Gotti strikes $300 million deals for Murder Inc. master recordings. I know Dame Dash and other people have said, "Oh, it's all about owning." So some people look at this and be like, "Why would you ever sell something?"
Yep.
That's not the way to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, I feel like
Where's that rest of the explanation?
it's a long video. I mean, like, I feel like if these songs are old, I mean, a lot of these songs aren't getting played, so a lot of these songs are already maxed out.
You feel like they already made the most money
Yeah,
they're gonna
like
make?
you probably make the most money you're gonna make off of the song. So you making $75 million is probably more than
Future just wanted to buy Young Scooter another house. He wanted to feed the streets.
We also did the free Young Thug. He did the free Young Thug, and you ain't gonna.
Nah. We need Young Scooter to make more music. Where you been at, Young Scooter? Come back.
Exactly. And this is a boss move. I mean, more artists need to do. I mean, I feel like some artists need to do this. Like designer, you need to do this. How much you think designer's catalog's worth? Dollars.
The rest of my Twisted Tea.
Oh Lord, that disrespect is real. But hey, man, from disrespecting Twisted Tea and designers to going to respecting the GOAT, a legend, the best one to ever do it, the Jedi Master.
James Earl Jones. He is retiring from his role as a voice of Darth Vader, but he did actually sign off the rights to his voice because they have an emulator where if you have so much audio of you speaking over time, they can basically emulate your voice through a computer. So like me and my co-host, tripped on a curb and got ran over by a car tomorrow. Then we got probably so many episodes of Tales from the Crib that I could get the company that does the voice to make my co-host voice, and then I could have an AI version of my co-host.
Why couldn't you put like Mello in this picture? Why had to be me?
Because Melo's the golden child. He's the champion, and he doesn't trip on curbs like my co-host.
Let's see here.
And Mello hasn't been recorded for multiple hours. If you think about it, we've been on film for like over 70 hours. Probably like we've probably been like, if something happened to either one of us, does that make you feel better? If something happened to me, my voice has been on tape for so much.
Thank you. I feel a lot better now.
That they could replicate my voice pretty much. They just had to have a sufficient amount of audio tapes or all that.
I just did that one tape with them talking about how you were the glizzy eating champion 2 years running back in high school.
No, I played real sports. I
Nah,
didn't
but-
do food eating competition.
I mean, this is pretty cool. Like, I mean, James Earl Jones is
He's
a
like in his
legend.
90s.
He really?
Yeah, I didn't know he was that old. So, shout out to you for living that long. And you still seem pretty healthy. He was still working. His last work was on the Kenobi show. He did the voice for Darth Vader on the Kenobi show.
That's crazy.
That was his last
and I'm
work.
gonna need y'all to check out Crib Reactions, where we do all the Star Wars reactions. We got the new season coming out
Of Andor.
which is amazing. He's like, I don't understand. I don't know if he's a thief and like he's just taking stuff. Like, I don't understand what's going on, but I'm liking it. He caught the body.
It's the
first
backstory.
episode.
It's the backstory of Cassian Andor from Rogue One, and we're basically seeing how he went from a delinquent to being a full-fledged member of the rebellion. So we're gonna cross that bridge and go through the years and how he kind of reached that path. And so far, it's pretty good. It actually has like a Tron or a Blade Runner type of feel. That was the word. If you've seen those movies. But it's pretty good so far. It's just a little boring, a little slight on the action, but I feel like this is all set up. I feel like now we can finally get into the meat and potatoes of the story. So we'll see what happens. But so far, it's decent.
Hey man, and speaking of meat and potatoes, looks like our dog Omarion got a little more skin on his meat.
He's an anteater, people.
Shout out to the anteaters. We are one.
No, so we need to call pest control.
No, but looks like Omarion says he didn't used to warn women that his cucumber was uncut in the past.
Yeah, uncircum.
Explain.
But let's see what he did.
Did you used to have to give a warning ahead of time, like just so you know? Because she said she was caught off guard.
Yeah, nope, I'm pulling it out. Shreke.
Yeah, I didn't get a warning from the second guy either. But again, I was much older and much more experienced sexually, so I understood what was happening. The first time I was just.
It's so natural.
I was
mean,
ignorant to what was happening.
I know it looked funny. It looked like an elephant.
Because we're not used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the custom too of how everyone is kind of like programmed to
be like, ugh.
Yeah, but in other cultures, they're not like that. Like I know in certain Spanish cultures, like they come in as they are.
Right.
Yeah, and the women
all
accept
natural.
it.
Right.
Yeah, and the women.
It's like a BBL for your penis, kind of.
It's nothing wrong.
Nah, not really.
No? Okay.
That's changing
More like
the
a tummy
whole.
tuck. More like a tummy
Penis tuck.
Yeah, penis tuck.
Oh,
Tuck the skin off.
okay. Yeah.
Next.
See,
What the hell?
Listen here. Shout out to the anteaters. They don't complain when you whip it out, long as it's big enough.
They should be banned and sent away from this country. They should send them all to DC.
And why would I have a BBL on my Johnson? Like,
We covered that.
I'm supposed to have big grapefruits.
Dudes are getting BBLs on their Johnson now.
Disrespect.
They're trying to get the Subway footlong.
Hey man, shout out Omarion. Shout out Maybach Music. Shout out to the anteaters. We taking
Does he
over the
have
world.
like seashells in his hair?
Probably does. You know, R&B singers, they get a little zesty.
That's a little too zesty.
I don't know, but speaking of zesty, speaking of making a moolah, YouTube is finally granting us permission to make money off of reaction videos, and we ready to get it. We just waiting for them to get a say so, and then I wonder if you think they're gonna give us our back catalog on this, or is it gonna be everything from here on
We might
forward?
be able to go to on our videos that didn't qualify and qualify them now. So give us some of the effing money, YouTube. Even if it's a little bit of a smaller cut, as long as we get some profits off of the videos where we were getting no profits before, I'm down.
Exactly. I mean, like, I don't understand how people are just disliking people that make reaction videos when, I mean, you make the videos, but at the same time, if we not making it funny, they're not watching it. You don't watch everybody reaction.
And we
video.
always leave the link to the original video, so we're literally promoting what you made to get you more views. So, and if it's good, we add it to our playlist, which also gets you more views. So there shouldn't be any problem.
Exactly. And it's not like we're doing it's not like we're doing songs that we don't like. We do songs and videos that we like. So
like 90% of the time, and then we do check out what our audience suggests, so we could check out new music. And they've got us down a weird rabbit hole, but we're riding it.
Pause. I ain't riding nothing.
I thought you said you were riding Wack. Wack 100.
Nah, but
you can't say that.
Listen, we almost at the end of the podcast, but it looks like we got some picks to make. NBA preseason's here. No, what? Oh, you forgot this one.
I remember this one. It's crazy that you didn't, but it looks like rapper girlfriend was murked during a shootout with him, and he sends this from his label. Grateful for all the continued support, condolences, and prayers. Also, one of the condolences on behalf to Tutu, Bree's family, and my sincerest apologies. Last but not least, I want to thank God for another opportunity at life, for keeping me stable in my mental status. Can't wait to be back up and able to do things I love, especially my music. Love you always, BBG. On behalf of me and the entire team, thank you again.
Oh, City Boys up.
That's crazy.
I mean, listen here.
He's like, I'm sorry you got murked, but I'm still here because God loves me more.
That's crazy. So your girlfriend gets murked, and you give a thank you letter? Like how do you?
He's already on to the next girl.
Most likely. That's crazy. I mean, it's sorry that she lost her life, but I seen a lot of videos in this. I seen I'm Still Alive. That song,
I'm Still Alive.
And then like you seen this other dude and his girlfriend was like all in the hospital. She was like all shot up and she was in the bed and he was like, I'm still alive. It'd be like that. See, this when you messing with these people that's in the trenches, you gotta be prepared. And it looks like
sometimes you gotta watch out for a metal chair.
Like
somebody hits you smacked up in the head if you act out of line.
Hit you with Allen Iverson.
But we gotta move on from that. Because it's time for
the Dolphins. My team, the Dolphins, won. My hometown team, the Dolphins, won. My favorite team, Philadelphia Eagles, won. They both 3-0. I'm finna ride this thing until the wheels fall off. Because we going to the ship. It's going to be Eagles, Dolphins, Super Bowl.
You're going to ride it like Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm going to ride that short bus. I'm going to ride it.
Is that what they call DaBaby?
I don't know. But this NFL week 3, we usually give you like a stats, everybody.
Well, we recorded this too early where all the games didn't end, but the Dolphins had already won. They're 3-0. They're still undefeated. Monday Night Football tomorrow night. And if you're watching this early in the day, it's going to be Cowboys versus Giants. Go, Giants, go. I hate the Cowboys. I used to be a big Giants fan with Eli and Odell. They moved those players, but I still give them support. And the Giants are undefeated. There were some major upsets today. A lot of interfighting with a lot of teams going at themselves, going at their own coaches. Shout out the...
Wait, the Steelers did play today. They played the Browns.
No, they played on Thursday.
They lost. So Browns surprisingly beat the Steelers. I don't know how. But Ben Bacon's not there.
They beat themselves because they're playing Trubisky. And TJ Watt is hurt.
The Dolphins won 21-19 against the Bills, which was like an amazing football game. I have no clue how Mr. Left-handed Tua's doing. He had a bad hip.
He had a good documentary.
He had a bad hip. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I still don't believe the Dolphins are going to make it all the way, but we're going to ride this bandwagon.
You know, and shout out the Bengals. You know, the Steelers beat them. They made me think the Steelers are going to be a good team, but they're really not. But they beat the absolute crap out of the New York Jets. I mean, they look so bad that they wanted Mark Sanchez back.
That's crazy.
So, you know, the Jets, they're not going to do anything this year. And we all know that.
And then we got the Tennessee Titans beating the Raiders. Y'all got David Carr. Let's see the Raiders. Y'all got David Carr.
Yeah, it's David.
David Carr's never been good. And the fact that y'all been hyping up David Carr like he's the next Brent Favre, it's just ridiculous.
You know that Brett Favre's the good. Thank you.
And then on top of that, then you lost to a wide receiver that's now a quarterback in Ryan Tannehill. He's a failed wide receiver. That's now a quarterback.
Tannehill was always a quarterback.
No, he was a wide receiver at first, and then he went to quarterback.
Because he's a GOAT.
He was a wide receiver for the Dolphins, and then he did trash, and they let him go, and he went to the Tennessee Titans. And then they just horrible.
The Saints lost.
They lost to the Panthers.
They haven't been good since Drew Brees retired and since they were cheating in the Super Bowl and the whole season.
We got Lamar Jackson trying to get his money from his he's paying for his contract, so he got to do good this year. He's not getting $1 million.
The Vikings are a sleepy team.
The Vikings.
And you want to get all hype on your Eagles, man. Y'all played the Washington Redskins.
A win is a win.
I mean, come on now. I mean, that is ridiculous. The Redskins suck. They haven't been good since they lost their name. Because they're the Commanders now. Who's intimidated by a Commander?
And when are they going to make? So is that officially the name of the team now?
Yeah.
They're not. That's. Oh God.
You want to wear a Commander shirt?
I'm not a What is a Commander? It sounds like I flip Krabby Patties.
Yeah, you do.
Pause. And then shout out Matty Ice for beating out the Kansas City Chiefs.
It looks like the Texans continue to be the worst team in football and also the worst state or the worst city in Texas.
The Chargers was my sleeper team for this season, like because they was doing so good. Justin Herbert, you lost 38-10 to the Jacksonville Jaguars, to Mr. Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
Sunshine.
How Mr. Sunshine beat you? The Rams won. The Rams. Oh my God! I seen the Rams Cardinal game. See, let me tell you this. Kyle Murray, they need to get a refund because I don't understand what's going on. They ever talk about you like playing backyard football, but yet like y'all scored 4 field goals that whole game. You didn't get no touchdowns. You didn't get close to a touchdown. Like. You really I don't understand. I don't understand.
Just don't get it at all.
He must be in Vegas too much. We're gonna run through this real quick. The Buccaneers 14-12.
Oh yeah, shout out Tom Brady for being a loser and for losing to the Packers.
Let's see here. The Falcons beat the Seahawks 27-23. Marcus Mariota beat the Seahawks. Geno Smith, you from the crib. You from Miramar.
Oh, man, the Broncos barely beat the 49ers 11-10. No one cares about that game. And then we got Monday night, and I'm picking the Giants.
You're picking the Giants, so you can be yourself. Oh, Monday night, TFTC podcast, watching the game at Seth's crib. You need to be there.
We'll see. But I'm picking the Giants. I never pick the Cowboys. Even though they always give the Cowboys the easiest schedule every single season, they still ain't making the playoffs. And you can write it down now.
You could just count, double check that.
But I'm already, my team's not doing good. The Steelers, my Giants, which I still kind of support, are undefeated, so that's great. But it's time for our bread and butter.
Did you combine this or this came from combined?
I made it combined. We got the preseason schedule. We got starting September 30th, so just in a few days here. We got Golden State versus Washington.
You can watch that.
We got Memphis, Milwaukee. We got basically a bunch of games, and you can see the dates right there. We have the NBA ranking for the top 1 through 5 players. And look at that, Luka being number 3. I actually think he's better than Jokic. We looked at their numbers. The numbers say he's better than Jokic. So I would say Luka should be number 2.
The fact that the only American player here is Steph Curry means that the Americans need to do better.
Yeah, the Americans are starting to look like scrubs at basketball.
I'm gonna say this. It doesn't matter if Luka drops 100 points every game. He will never be the face of the NBA.
Oh, he's gonna be the face.
He won't be a face.
He's gonna be the new logo like Jerry West.
That's racist.
But I expect big things from Luka. We're a little too far out. We'll wait to give our preseason picks and that till the season actually starts, till like the home opener. We'll give who we think we're going to see in the finals, who our MVP, defensive player, all those picks are, and then we'll see how those picks age. But I'm super excited that basketball back is already on the 30th.
Let's go Lakers. Patrick Bev.
I got the NBA League Pass, so we're going to be watching every game. So
and if you need the password, hit me up. I give you Gavin password.
We definitely not. But shout out LaMelo. Let's see if he could take it to the next level. Do you have anything to say?
Man, shout out Lakers. We going all the way. Shout out Miami Heat. We going all the way. It's going to be Miami Heat Lakers part 2.
It's going to be like Patrick Beverly all over it again whenever y'all win the play-in and he cries.
He'll be all over like a spider monkey. And speaking of all over like a spider monkey, we at y'all favorite parts. It's TFTC Music Mondays, and we really coming out on Mondays. And y'all.
What the?
Hey.
It's TFTC Music Mix number 3. Like I said before, we got 606 views, keeping them views going. We got Shoebox Baby with a new song. We got Lil Zay Osama. We got I Swear Vezo. We got a bunch of other artists, so check out this playlist. Just hit it on shuffle. We know you're going to like a majority of these songs. We update it every week, so always check TFTC Music Mix number 3. It's in the playlist.
Hey. Also, I'm going to need y'all to check out the music that dropped out this week. It was a ton of bangers. My co-host got a banger. I got a banger. DaBaby dropped a banger. DaBaby on Baby 2. He just making a sound, letting y'all know that he under 5 foot, but he's still climbing that mountain.
A bunch of singles, a bunch of stuff. Everyone was mainly talking about DaBaby's album because of Megan Thee Stallion. There wasn't really anything else. We did actually find a Sneaky Legend dropped an album, and we didn't even know because it wasn't really promoted. I was just checking new music and found it. But we'll get to that in a second.
Big Walk Dog did him, and the Big Walk Dog 1017. I'm gonna need y'all to check that out. It didn't make my list. I know Lakia, this girl rapper, she from QC. She dropped the album. That's pretty good. She's from Milwaukee. Lakia. She dropped the song, the Gloss Up song. Her and the Gloss Up girl with the girl shaking.
Yeah.
She dropped the album. That's real good. The Future ex-girlfriend Desi dropped the album. That's pretty good. The dude on the bottom left, the Legendary. I heard this album. It was straight. I heard this album. It was straight. Who else did I hear?
I know what you heard. You heard Baby Money.
Now this is my album. Fire. Pyrex. Fire. It's from track 1 to 16. It's the reason why they signed him. He's better than Babyface Ray, in my opinion. If I had to go to my favorite Detroit artists right now, it'd be Baby Money's in it. I Swear Vezo's in it. T Grizzly's in it. And Sada Baby's in it just because he's funny. And All-Star JR. That's my top 5 in Detroit.
He's signed to QC.
Both of him and I Swear Vezo both signed to QC. And you know Wayno, they did the podcast with DJ Akademiks.
Yeah.
He signed him.
Man, I miss Wayno. I used to like to hear Wayno talk. Does he talk anymore? Is he on any podcasts?
Nah, he works with quality control. He's at A&R for quality control, so he signs artists. He signed her and Lakia.
Wayno, if you're listening, get back on the podcast. We like to hear you talk, and I used to like to hear you talk trash to Akademiks. So get back on the mic.
Hey, and speaking of getting on the mic, looks like my co-host picked my favorite rapper, Cameron.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't looking for this. I was checking out new music because I didn't really see anything that was to my liking. We saw this was out. I haven't really given it a full listen, I'm going to be honest, but from the couple songs we sampled and checked out, it sounds like it's going to be a fire tape. And, always give the legends support. Don't be like Akademiks and call them all poor.
Hey, there's all getting screwed by Peppers. But hey, you know who ain't getting screwed by Peppers? We not. So many jolly guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Follow me on Twitter at Papa Oblock. Follow my co-host at Felix Supreme 305. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us your favorite segment. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Tell us what you think about anything we talked about. We want to hear your reaction. And if you watched this far, thank you very much.
Once again, subscribe to our channel. Click on follow our Instagram page. Tales from the Crib 210.
There's the QR code. Scan it so you could catch up with us. Check out Crib Reactions. Even though it's doing way better than this channel, it really doesn't need any help. But if you want to check out more of us, Crib Reactions, all of our other channels will be linked in the description. And let's go ahead and wrap up this show because it is time to get out of here. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next Monday at 7. No, I'm going to start dropping the episodes at like 9. I think that's a better time.
Yeah.
9's a better time. We'll start dropping 9 every Monday Central. Do you have any last words?
We gotta get off the screen before I turn this podcast to a toilet seat. Drip, drip, drip.
You need to take Pepto for that. But thank you for watching this. We will see y'all next week. Good night.